I just want to make a comment that Jennifer is fabulous. And she sent me all the stuff she sent you. And I was like, oh, I don't even have to really even think about this anymore. So, I just have some increases due to, increased charges. And I was overhearing your conversation with Sharon. So, obviously, most of the equipment that I buy is IT trackables as well. And so I am moving out of tools and equipment into trackables for computer. And I have included enough money to replace a computer in there, so that would be one of the differences. Yes. Let's see. There is an IT expense increase that I have no control over. I need.
Just got more money again.
The treasurer's office had to get a county cell phone when Columbia Bank changed to a new platform in order for us to do wires or any type of seconds on our banking processes. It comes in by text or by phone. We can't, obviously, do not want to use our own personal phones for that, so we had to get a phone for the office. Postage increases. So obviously postage has gone up over the last several years and I have not asked for an increase. I'm just at the limit. I just can't do any more without asking for a small increase.
Maintenance.
I've tried, but I'm just at the max last year. And I didn't increase it this year, and I am probably going to be over in that bars line. So, just a small post office box rental increase. I wish I didn't have to go to the post office. I wish we could have our mail delivered here. I did have to replace our copier, so there is some increase in the copier lease and the copier maintenance. And then I asked for an increase for property tax statement production. The state legislature is requiring some new information on the back of our tax statement. It doesn't fit on the back of our current tax statement, so I'm going to have to revamp the tax statement for next year. I'm going to an 8.5 by 14, so a larger statement to get all the information that they're now requiring we put on there. So there's some cost in doing that. I hope to offset some of that cost by being able to also go to a window envelope so that we don't have to purchase pre-printed envelopes. So it's a small increase versus having to do both. And then my last ones were we have to pay interest on refunds to property taxpayers. That interest rate is increasing, so I need a slightly larger amount in my budget to cover those. An additional $8,825 is what I was looking at for 2020.
That's total with everything. Not that line, right?
Correct, that's the
Okay,
total.
that's I'm looking at something different.
So I would say that that's all maintenance.
Nothing special about it. And
Not
then,
really asking for fun stuff, are you?
right? Nothing come in there. Jennifer said you had some questions about some increases that you might want to make to the revenue side.
Jennifer said you might have some suggestions on
So Jennifer, do you want to go? I didn't write those down this morning, and I apologize. If, taxes are due obviously on Thursday. The phones are right off the hook, and our portal for online payments was down this morning, so it's been a little hairy in the office. So I didn't get a chance to write down what you were talking about. I know the first one was property taxes,
Yeah, property taxes, we thought the refund, or not the refunds, I'm sorry, the new construction, about 200,000 would be a good number. We'll double check that, of course, with the assessor.
Yeah, I don't have the new construction numbers to add in.
Say, do we have that in here anywhere?
So, I had only added 1% to what was budgeted for in 2019, because I don't have those numbers obviously in June. So we generally do make a small increase at the end of the year once we have those figures from the assessor. But I haven't seen them yet, so I don't know what they are.
Where's that at?
It's the very top line on the revenue.
Okay.
It would be within property tax.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
It's not a
property
separate,
tax.
it's not its own separate line item.
Right.
It's part of the property tax.
So right now you have a PLR of a positive of 101,000. You're saying it should be 2, or you're saying that it should be 200 above the 101?
I believe an increase of 200 above the 101, so 301, 696 roughly, but of course, we'll check with the
Yeah.
assessor and make sure that everybody agrees.
See, that's why the computer went off.
Yeah.
Let's see
I was
that.
anticipating.
Sales tax, we can definitely, I think, increase that to somewhere around, what do you think, 5.7?
At least.
At
And
least.
that's where we are this year.
Yeah, we've always tried to, that's been our saving grace a few times, so we've always tried to keep that very conservative. I'd like to still keep it conservative.
Yeah, I mean, this year we're looking at, we're most likely gonna hit 6 million.
Yeah.
So, I think 5.7 million would be conservative, still slightly conservative, or right on. What do you think, Lisa? Do you think that's not?
I would agree with that. I'm concerned, obviously, there's rumors of a recession looming and so forth, and so you definitely don't want to overestimate that.
So what kind of, if we did that, would you be comfortable with that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about, an additional 500,000 thereabouts.
Okay. There goes some of your questions and issues you had earlier. I gotta see this paper, I haven't seen it, I don't mind. What else you got? This is the best news we've heard in a long time.
Okay, so,
It was forest excise.
yeah,
And I have reservations about forest
I was gonna say, I
excise.
saw that,
The last I saw, it doesn't look like they're gonna do a whole lot of logging or selling in Mason County coming up in 2020, and it's a small percentage for the latter part of 2019. So I'm nervous about increasing that right now.
Well, now, you're the one that put 225,000 in that area, right?
That's correct, but Jennifer was thinking it could maybe be, thought maybe we could increase it.
And remember, history-wise, that's one of the ones that hurt us one time. It came up and scared us. I'm shocked that you're the one that said 225, to be honest with you. If you're saying 225, I hope we will keep it at 225.
Where are we year to date on that?
We are,
360?
360, yeah.
That changes year to year to year.
Yeah, right,
Dramatically.
but I was just curious
Yeah.
as to if we were already starting to see it trail off this year or not.
And that's one of the ones you remember, because you were part of that where we decided not to even budget it that one year.
Yeah.
That's what helped us to get right again. So the idea that we're budgeting 225 is huge. It's one of those ones I keep in my head for knowing that I still have money in the bank because of that. Yeah.
Well, if you look at 2019, I budgeted 0 for it.
Yeah.
We've gotten 360. I did put 225 in, because we do get some,
Yeah.
but I just, I don't know.
And for 2018, I believe we budgeted 0,
Mhm.
and we got
Yes.
450.
Yeah.
But like I said, that, the last few years, that's what we have stashed money.
So, in, your time, what does a bad year look like on that side?
About 100 and some thousand.
Okay. So the 225 kind of splits.
So we can just keep it in the back of our minds. I made a note on there.
We feel we have to make the balance, but when we start doing that, that's when we get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would go beyond the 225.
I'm comfortable
No.
with 225. Only because the one that usually says no is saying 225.
I thought I was being rather optimistic, because I'd rather it said 0, but I was like, we do get something each year, and I hate to bring it down to 0 if we're at such a point that, we have to.
And then I think with what DNR's attempting to do, I'd rather put it in.
I got the
safe.
letter on that in my box just now too.
You do have that letter?
Yeah.
From DNR?
Yeah, I assume it came to everybody.
Oh, that's the one we're looking for. Okay, well,
Oh,
was gonna
okay,
say,
yeah,
yeah.
I have it, they just dropped it in my box, I guess. I'll get it to you.
yep, thank you.
I don't know if I saw it.
Was there?
Yeah, everything I mentioned, huh?
And yeah, thank you. And then the other thing was interest earnings. We were thinking to increase that, but Lisa has said no, interest rates are not.
So we've had 3 interest decreases. They're expecting 1 more.
One this year.
And there's, I
I'm
don't
comfortable
know
leaving
what
that where
happened.
it's at. What else you got?
I think that was it. Unless you have anything else, Frank.
The only other, my concern is in the city-county assistance. The numbers have come out from DNR, and they're a little less than this number. What did we say, it was 1,367,000? However, they usually recalculate it in mid-year, and it has over the last number of years, 6 or 5 years, always gone up. So I was thinking 1,415,000 was a little low, but having seen what they're calculating, I'm comfortable with the 1,100,000,
Okay.
1,415,000 as an estimate for next year. Because they actually dropped it. So last year, they budgeted 1,362,000. We're gonna collect 1,570,000 something based on their numbers, so they've generally gone up. So if they're budgeting 1,370,000 this year, I think 1,415,000 is a conservative number, to be fair.
And I haven't seen those numbers yet.
Yeah,
So.
they just recently came in.
So I just put a note to possibly revisit that number in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
But everything else, you're okay with moving into maintenance?
Yep.
Okay.
You're talking about the 301 and the 500K?
The grand total, the two, right now, I moved 100,000 of that into maintenance while we were sitting here, so I have 269,000 overall in the revenue for the treasurer.
Huh? What did I miss? I thought we increased the sales tax by 5, and we
Oh,
increased
yes.
the...
Yes, I moved that over into maintenance also.
Okay, then, that changes the numbers a little bit. All right, so, yeah, I had, so 200 plus 500 increase, so 7, so that, okay.
But everything that's currently in the PLR column, that the treasurer has in the PLR level 4 column,
Yeah.
we can move over to maintenance. Okay. And then in addition to that would be the 500,000.
Plus the 200.
Oh, right, yes, I got that too. Sorry. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?